to another episode of On Par with Parish. I am your host, Parish Hodges, and tonight I have a very special guest all the way from Canada. These two are like very popular in the Toronto Latin community, so I'm so happy to have them. So please welcome Delon Om and BenAnthony Lavoz.
Bonjour, bonjour, mademoiselle.
Don't forget to include all the little bees around here because they obviously like the fruity drinks we got going on.
How are you two?
We are very well. Thank you so much for having us on your illustrious show. Your reputation precedes you, and we are thrilled to be a part of it.
Excitado, excitado.
Oh, thank you. I'm so happy to have you guys. Oh my God.
You don't even know, after this pandemic, you are a voice of fresh air.
Really?
Oh, yeah, mama.
What's it like in Canada? Because I'm in the U.S., so.
What state?
I'm in Tennessee.
Tennessee. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
We are in Toronto, Canada, Ontario, and it's very humid, very muggy, but it's bearable. It's bearable. I mean, in Tennessee, I mean, I can only imagine you probably have exponential rates of temperatures there.
Heat.
Yeah, it's
hot,
very hot here. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I put a pepper in my beer and I just swallowed it by accident.
He was experimenting. He put like a Scotch bonnet pepper in his Corona beer.
Oh my God!
Your
mouth is burning right now.
I'm gonna feed him mint.
That helps.
And I'm growing mint in my backyard. I'm making a mojito.
That made it worse, homie.
Yeah, mint. Yeah, that's gonna make it worse. You don't have any milk near you, do you?
I make my own milk.
Got milk?
Oh my God.
I'm great. Pain in the shoulder. It's good. We're great. Actually, shout out to this guy, Arch Toxic, that I'm working on. He's on that side. He's a little drill kid. And it's great. Mm-hmm. He's in the States, and he's got that accent. It's really cool. Anyways, it's cool. You don't have an accent too much?
No, I don't have an accent.
You grew up in the States or you grew up in Canada?
No, I grew up in the U.S.
Oh my goodness.
I'm Southern born and raised. I just don't have the country accent.
Southern Belle. A Southern Belle.
Yeah.
Debutante.
What is a debutante?
A debutante is like someone who's into, well, to me, it's someone who's like into like beauty stuff, like the hair, makeup, and they like compete and go to balls and all that stuff. That
sounds exactly like you.
You sold me a ball. I'll be a debutante.
Yes, you can be a debutante. Me, I don't.
Look at me. It's got chin surgery, so I'm good.
True story. It used to be.
My chin is
one more time.
Yes, one more time. One more time is a universal message for one more kiss, one more dance, one more chance at romance.
One more chance at liberation out of this pandemic.
Oh yeah. I think we're all kind of over it right now. So I understand that. So
stick whatever you want in me, but I didn't want to get out of this pandemic.
Yeah.
And I'm referring to needles.
Yes.
But not actually wait. Horrible message. Stay in school, no drugs.
Yeah. So how did this collaboration come about?
Well, Ben was essentially stuck in Canada during 2020, and we dealt and recorded with the same producer, and I had the idea of creating an intercultural collaboration, and I'm happy to say that we're on the last song of the album.
We are.
The album will be released in October of this year. So we are thrilled to share that with the world.
I tried to trick him today on the second last song, and I put all these like extra things. We got our producer to put some vocals, and we're like, "What do you think, Butts?" And
it was dreadful. It was a hard pill to swallow, but I maintained my composure. But no, all joking aside, the album is near completion, and we can't wait for next steps. We think it's going to be a game changer, and we think it's going to be an incredible opportunity for us to share our love with the world. And that's really what One More Time is about. One More Time is a prediction or a forecast into the future when lovers, friends, family can reunite one more time.
Yeah, because there's a huge gap in time that nobody wanted to hook up unless you were vaccinated. So let's do what you got to do, and let's get back and do it one more time.
Yes.
I like that. So this is a joint album between you two. Like you two are like a duo.
Yes.
And let's not go so far as a duo. We're just brothers making music. This ain't no Jonas Brother thing. But,
Like Kanye and Jay-Z when they
exactly.
And that's the metaphor I always tell him. That's the metaphor I always tell him.
Me being Kanye, like I have no issue with paying $1 million to be in a stadium.
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely the Jay-Z in this dynamic.
Yeah.
He spends the money on the important things. We go out to a club, we start spending on the gold courage, and then we have but that's okay. I gotta figure that out because I'm the Kanye, and he is the Jay-Z.
Oh, wow. Okay. I like what you two have going. I saw the music video for the single today, and I must say I loved it. It just gave me like tropical island vibes,
Well, that song, so the original song was produced by the brilliant David Neal and TJ Habibi. That song you heard is a version by Sensei Musica, well-known Latin artist in Toronto. He's made music that was Grammy nominated. He's had music featured in the Fast and Furious film franchise. So we were extremely humbled and blessed to have him contribute.
It was an accident. He sent the wrong file. That wasn't even supposed to be the remix. He sent the wrong file.
I sent the wrong file.
That's what we had to deal with because we're applying for some of the biggest Canadian marital awards, and they have certain standards and what should I say? Certain standards and rules that you have to comply with.
Certain criteria.
Yeah, criteria. Anyways, because that song was released prior to, we can't put that into the album that's required in the criteria. So that video that you actually see was concocted in 1 week.
1 week, yeah.
And on the song, that was a mistake, and the best rewards in life are those that made it through mistakes. Yeah.
Yes, I mean it worked for you too, so
we don't believe in if music is like my children, right? So dare he abort one of my children, he'll have consequences.
Oh my God. Now, BenAnthony, you've worked with a lot of Latin pop artists, like Prince Royce and Nicky Jam. Do you have a favorite that you've worked with?
Yeah, myself. Most of those times, listen, every time I go to those shows, for whatever the reason is, they like to put the artist time to meet and greet the star artist or whatever. They like to put that time in. It's like, you want a sound check or do you want a meet and greet? I was like, listen, I'm here to make and produce my music. I'm doing a sound check. I don't give a hell. I'm opening for them. If they don't want to come see me, too bad. They ain't my favorite. But if one of them would have taken the chance to come and meet me, I probably would have said they're my favorite. But they're not, because they're in their game, they're in their alley, they're on their road, as am I.
I see.
My city. This is my freaking community. So no favorites for the people I've opened for. I respect and admire.
Mm-hmm.
But when you touch Toronto, Papa, soy yo.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are known as some of the most influential Latin artists in Toronto. And I know that's gotta feel amazing,
I think this album is going to change a lot of soundscapes. It's going to change a lot of opinions about the nature of intercultural collaborations. It's just a beautiful journey from beginning to end. It's about 9 songs, and it's just a journey for anyone that is interested in expanding their horizons and getting in touch with the inner essence of musicianship.
And I gotta say, thanks to everything that's happening, I gotta give credibility to Delon because he let me be as creative as I wanted within the music and adding that Latin flair. And it's interesting that you say, reggae. Oh, you said Latin pop. The music that we make, reggaeton, was started from the streets.
Mm-hmm.
It's like hip hop, right? So I don't want to necessarily be known as this new age. They put the auto tune and they're put hip hop, like
Yeah.
trap drill, whatever. I don't want to be seen. I don't want that to be seen as like you put a reggaeton beat and I'm just on there doing my pretty voice. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
Where am I going with this? Thank you for letting me be me.
Exercise your creativity.
Exercise my creativity, and that's what I want to sell, and that's what people should be excited about.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm excited because reggaeton is actually one of my favorite genres of music. So
Wow.
Reggaeton is actually
Well,
from Jamaica. Hey, that's a reggae.
oh, I love it. I like
well,
reggae
Mr.
dancehall.
Stoltz is our brilliant and beautiful publicist, and if you want to come down to the listening party in Toronto, by all means, we would love to.
We're on the boat.
I have never been to Canada. Have you guys ever been to the US?
Yes.
Too many times.
I have not been to Tennessee.
You've been to New York.
I've been to New York, but I used to, when I was a young child, I used to take the Greyhound, which here in Canada has now gone out of business.
Is it really?
Yeah, the Grey. Yeah. Nobody was traveling. Anyways, I used to just make it a case in point to travel the U.S. and see the different things. I travel on the bus. You meet a lot of amazing people.
Mm-hmm.
South Carolina, North Carolina. Charlotte was one of my favorite places to go.
Oh, Charlotte is very nice. I only spent a short time there, but it was
That's all you needed.
I want to go to Virginia.
I do too. I want to go.
Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia,
Mountain Mama.
Yeah, West Virginia. I want to go there.
Yeah, the only thing I gotta say when you go to Virginia, be careful the state troopers. They are prominent.
Ah, okay. Gotta go to speed limit.
Yeah, and Lord knows I'm a bad boy.
I can tell. Now, Delon, you had a song on the documentary This Is Toronto. So
Yes,
how did that come about?
Oh, it was amazing. I created this beautiful track, and I had the great fortune of having the director of the documentary approached me about having it in the particular film. It premiered at the Toronto Film Festival, which is an international film festival.
Mm-hmm.
And I was extremely humbled by the experience. And it's just an incredible feeling to know that my music is in this, world-renowned and critically acclaimed documentary, which, charts the evolution of the music industry in Toronto. I mean, you're familiar with The Weeknd, you're familiar with Drake.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is before they reached the apex of their careers, right? So it was just a wonderful experience to be a part of that.
I bet. Oh my God. So for the upcoming album, are there any collabs?
Yes, we have Danny Fernandez, which is a national Canadian icon. He's won 2 Junos. Oh, did you pick that flower for her? Show her the flower.
Yeah, sorry.
Look, he went into the garden. He picked the flower.
I went to
Oh,
the garden.
that's beautiful. Oh my God.
Let me put that in mirror.
He's gonna put it in. No, you're right.
I'm gonna give you like a Camilo Cabello.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, there's thorns on it. I'm bleeding.
Here, put it in your
I'm
ear.
deflowering this thing already. See the
He's gonna put it in his ear for you.
Well, the thorns are gonna be an issue, but okay.
Jesus wore a crown of thorns.
Okay, here I
It's
am.
the least you could do.
That's Jesus.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Yes, so we have Danny Fernandez, we have Teria Morada. She is also a very prominent player in the Latin community. So yeah, we got quite a collection of interesting and dynamic musicians on this particular album.
But let me give you a little like rundown of the Toronto Latin industry. It's a horrible thing. I like to tell people it's like crabs in a box. Like crabs in the bucket.
Yeah.
They all, he says they're prevalent. Other people that say they're prevalent, and they are prevalent. I'll give them that. But other people will hear this interview and be like, "You're prevalent. I'm more prevalent." It's not that we're all prevalent, but they will. Don't touch me like that. But as soon as you start reaching up, instead of helping each other out of the box, rip the arm off.
It's very competitive, right? And we're trying to change that. In fact, and I are hosting a huge block party on August 28th. And it's going to invite people from the Latin community, from the hip hop community, the pop community. And really what we're trying to do is emphasize this notion of unity among all artists in, Ontario, the
We're
province.
funding the whole thing. You know what? Screw the money.
Yeah.
Just get together.
Yeah. That sounds like it'd be a lot of fun though.
Playing on the guitar, it's all good.
Yeah.
But the invitation was offered.
Yes.
That sounds like it would be a lot of fun. You guys have made your mark in Toronto. I think it's time for you to come to, make your mark in the US as well.
We would love that.
I tried living in LA for a little bit. I was there a little over 6 months, and the one thing I do notice about the United States versus Toronto, that, and especially in the music I do with the Latin stuff, I felt like a fish in a big pond over there.
Oh, okay.
Here, big fish, little pond, and it's fun. It's
yeah.
Fun. So if I do, the next time I do step foot on the United States of American soil, I just want to make sure it's solidified here.
Yeah.
A little bit. But obviously, if I'm with you, that's already going to happen, right? Or blow up, right?
Yeah.
You got me.
So when is the album coming out?
The album will be out in mid-September.
Okay.
We'll launch our first single in early October.
Oh, okay.
All that stuff. I just release. I'm grateful. I am gracious enough to have somebody like him who can actually be like, yo, this is there's a formula to this. You can't just regurgitate whatever you do.
So for people who want to keep up, make sure they don't miss, when the album comes up, where can they keep up with you?
Is the end?
No.
Oh, okay. Usually when they see that, it's like, it's done.
The end is the beginning for the gentleman and the scholar. We are on all major streaming platforms, all social media platforms, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. My handle is DELON_OM.
And mine is BenAnthony Lavoz throughout everything. So BenAnthony is one word. I hate when hate's the wrong word. I dislike when you put a space between Ben and Anthony. It's one word. I'm trying to make this easy for you.
Okay.
Spotify. But it's BenAnthony Lavoz, Lavoz. It means the voice. Google translate it. And soon, hopefully we can create a social marketing platform for the both of us. But seeing as we're two individuals, as for now, that's how it stands. Individual. After this interview, maybe we'll make a whole new Instagram because you got it.
So you mentioned the gentleman and the scholar, and I saw that on your Instagram. So is that the name of the album?
It is, yeah. We tried to capture the essence, the dichotomy between Ben and myself, and that was the best adage to use, the gentleman. And we leave it up to interpretation, so the listeners have to decide.
I was gonna ask which is which.
Oh, well, you have to listen to the album and decide for yourself.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know I went to university. Whether or not it finishes up to interpretation. Gentlemen for Latino, for the longest time in Canada, I thought I was doing things that were very gentleman-like, like being possessive and not letting them go out with their friends. No, I'm just kidding. I thought that was different. Anyways, we'll leave it up to interpretation.
Oh my gosh. So do I get a little snippet of what's to come from the album?
My dear.
Only if you can do me like Cardi B. And that shall start our song.
This is our live version of One More Time, the acoustic version. So more without the chase, hermosa pretty face, sexo nama. I swear I never bring her to our place. Dime que pueda ser, soy débil sin tu piel. Your sun can share a salty skin, will always be my own taboo. Got somewhere to be, Mamacita, come with me, 'cause I'm forgetting the cadena. Let me love you one more time.
Déjame amarte como los tiempos
Let me love you, love you, love you.
como antes los tiempos de
Let me love you one more
antes.
time. Oh no, yeah. Let me love you one more time.
En Berlín, en verdad, yeah. En Berlín, en verdad, yeah. Cuando tiene relaciones, usted no sabe nada, mi chiquitilla y friquitona que nunca cambia de moda. Mensajando con deseos, que Diosito me perdone. And I got somewhere to be. Mamacita, come with me. Yeah. Mensajando con deseos, que Diosito me perdone. Clasificado eres lo que te voy a hacer a ti. Órale, alright. Let me take you home tonight.
Let me love you one more time.
Déjame amarte como los tiempos
Let me
de
love you, love
antes.
you, love you.
Como antes los tiempos de antes.
Let me love you one more time, even only for one night. The moon is setting, sun be shining, promise you'll be mine.
Dance, nena, por mí, nena. ¿Qué será de nosotros esta noche, reina? Yo, órale, alright. Let me take you home tonight, yeah.
Let me love you one more time.
Déjame amarte como los tiempos
Let me love
de
you, love
antes.
you, love you.
Como antes los tiempos de antes.
Oh wow, that was amazing.
Thank you, thank you.
Like you two are so good together. Like, yeah, that was good. That was really good.
We'd have to fuse and become one.
Hmm?
You know Dragon Ball Z?
Oh, Dragon Ball Z.
That reminds me of a Spice Girls song.
Yeah.
When to become one.
Oh yeah. Oh, that song is an oldie. Yeah. So before you guys like do live performances, do you have like a ritual that you do to, you know, be comfortable, or are you even nervous before performing?
You know, I used to get nervous, but I'll be honest with you, it's been such a long time that I've done a live performance. I mean, I think we'll be doing one on the 28th of August.
Oh, for sure.
So yeah, I'm human. You know, of course I get nervous. You know, my rituals are meditation, reflection, and sometimes even prayer.
Mine aren't. I mean, I totally black out, not in a substance abuse way, but I believe in channeling. Every time I do something, I didn't do this. I lick, and I'm just like, it's up to you guys. You want me to be an artist, just let it out.
Yeah.
Happens. I don't remember. I just feed off whoever's there. In this case, we did an amazing performance because you were our audience.
Yes.
And the thousands and millions of fans you got following you. And that's what really powers and drives this energizing bunny.
Oh my God, really?
We're only as good as the interviewer or the host.
Or the fans.
Yes, aka yourself.
Hey, this is a non-binary. As them.
Them.
As them.
Oh my gosh. So I do want to ask, you know, do you have any last words or anything that you want, you know, the fans to know?
I want the fans to know that we did this as a labor of love, and we did it for them and yourself, you know, and we hope that when the album is released, you'll take a part of that with you, because we've had a very trying time in the last couple of years with the pandemic. And, you know, the pandemic showed that we are extremely ugly and we are extremely merciless, but it also showed us that we are filled with optimism, hope, and love. And that's what I want this music to demonstrate.
I want all those Americans, United States, American people to know it is extremely hard to do what I do as a Latino here. You guys take the Latino culture for granted, and it might be an infestation, if you will. But over here, I am few and many, and I'm here doing my due diligence. And it is give it a listen because I'm doing the best that this country in the North has to offer.
One of the hardest working dudes I know, that's for sure.
Yeah, I can definitely tell that. With you both, I can tell that, yeah.
And with you as well.
Really? Stop it!
You give me a different voice. You are beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you for taking time out of your day to do this interview. I was very nervous. I don't know why.
You're beautiful. You're the best.
Just picture us naked.
You're the best.
Without the chains, beside this pretty face, it's just the sex. I swear I'll never ever bring her to our place. What's a man to do? I'm just too weak for you. Your sun-kissed hair and salty skin will always be my own taboo. And I got some